The second subtopic is called 5.2 Composite Functions. And in this subtopic, we'll be learning about finding composite functions and finding one of the functions when composite function and another function are given. So, what is the meaning of composite functions? Basically, you substitute one function into another function. For example, say that you have fx equal to 2x minus 1. So, kalau kat sini x, ini pun x. Maksudnya, apa-apa saja kamu ganti kat sini, this one pun dia akan ganti juga. Katakanlah kamu nak cari fm. So, ini maksudnya kamu substitute x jadi m. Hence, fm is equal to 2m minus 1. Now, what if you substitute x equal to x square? That will give you 2x square minus 1. So, kalau kamu perasan, x square ni sebenarnya function kan? So, bila kamu substitute x square ke dalam fx, kamu substitute one function into another function. So, fx square is actually a composite function. How to write a composite function? This is composite function fg. Okay, so kamu letak f, kamu letak yang empty circle ni, and then kamu letak g, so kamu letak dalam bracket, and then kamu letak bracket x. So ini adalah composite function fg. And dia sama saja dengan f square bracket gx. So kalau ini fg, ini pun fg. And this composite function means that you're substituting gx into fx. Another way of writing composite function is just f, g, bracket x. Okay, so untuk tulis composite function, dia ada 3 cara. The first one, the second one, and the third one. So, kalau Miss tak suka nampak yang this one, kamu kena tukar dia jadi sama ada yang ini ataupun yang ini. So, let's look at this diagram on the right hand side. Say that here you have the value of x. And then, if you substitute x into function g, that will give you gx. And if you substitute gx into fx, that will give you fgx. So, how do you write the composite function? Okay, kat sini g, kat sini f kan? So, daripada x, dia nak dapat fgx, kita lalu yang bawah ni. Cara penulisan dia terbalik. Dia akan jadi f empty circle g. Ini g, ini f, tapi this one dia akan jadi f empty circle g. Okay? Ataupun composite function fg. The second one is the composite function gfx. So, kita boleh tulis dia sebagai g square bracket fx. And this composite functions means that you're substituting fx into gx. And you can also write it as gfx. So, say that you have these values of x. So, when you substitute the values of x into f, function f, that will give you fx. And if you substitute fx into function g, that will give you gfx. So, ini maksudnya kamu substitute fx ke dalam gx. So, how do you write the composite function? Okay, dia start dengan f, dia habis dengan g kan? So, sekarang ni kamu terbalikkan dia. And dia akan jadi composite function gf. So, let's look at some of the notes. The first one we have, composite function fgx is not equal to fx times gx. On the left hand side here, this is a composite function. And in this case, you're substituting gx into fx. For the right hand side here, this is the multiplication of two functions. You times function fx with function gx. So, both of them are not the same thing. What about number 2? For the left hand side here, just be careful. Here we have g squared x. this is actually the composite function ggx. And for this case, this means that you're substituting gx into gx. But for the right hand side here, we have gx bracket squared. And this is actually gx times gx. So the right hand side means that it is multiplication of two functions. Therefore, both of them are not the same. So just be careful untuk cara penulisan untuk pastikan kamu dapat bezakan sama ada dia composite function ataupun dia multiplication of two functions.